Hello, this is Kirsten Craig Carrion back with another video. And in this video, I'm going to be going around inside Modo 3D. As you can see on the pop-up menu, I click for a new scene. To the right, you can see your entire scene. This is where all your textures and models will be located. Now to the left of the screen, I hit the Create button and I select the cube. With the cube selected, you're going to hit left on your mouse to drag out the cube. Once you do that, it looks like a flat piece of paper. You will notice a green, red, and blue boxes surrounding the cube. Click on any of those boxes and you will extrude the shape out. To zoom in or out, use the mouse scroll wheel. You'll also notice 3 arrows, red, green, and blue. That is called a gizmo. With that, you can control where you want your object, or if you're manipulating the model, you'll be able to use. If you look at the scene, you'll notice the box isn't in its origin point. That's where that red line and blue line meet. To achieve that, you always want your models to be at the origin port. So to do that, you're going to click on the edit button and then click all. That'll move your object to the origin point. So on your keyboard, if you push W, it will access the directional gizmo. If you push E, it will access the rotational. And R is the scale tool. Every model consists of faces, vertices, and edges. The faces are the big spots, the big polygons on the object. The edges are the edges of the polygons. Then you have vertices. That is the point where all those edges meet. You can manipulate all of those to create your objects or your scene. So you can see I am manipulating the edges, polygons, and vertices here. Another key thing to do is to rename your objects. You don't want to keep them at called mesh. Otherwise your scene can get really confusing. So what you'll do is go up to that area where all the models are placed, right click on the mesh, and you can rename your object there. So right back up to that right tab, you'll see an area where it says add new. You can add a new mesh to the scene. It kind of treats it like layers in Photoshop. They're kind of on their own layers in 3D space. So then after that, you can go back to the Create button and click on a different object and try to test it out and see how it works. So in this demonstration, I chose a cylinder. You can see how I shaped it out. It's very, very similar to the way I did a cube. Also, before you click off of the shape once extruding it, you can check the properties tool and actually manipulate some of the object from there. This is a good way to add measurements before the object is placed into the scene. It can give you a lot of control before you place it in the scene. So if you have your objects on their own layers, you'll notice that it's highlighted in gray, and the one that is unselected is in a wireframe mode. In wireframe mode, you can see through the object, while in the shaded mode, it is solid. I hope anybody has got this far has enjoyed it. When it comes to 3D modeling software, they're all a little bit sort of similar. Sometimes they name certain things differently, but a lot of the tools are very similar. So if you know the principles, it should carry over to different software. It just takes learning the tools and how it's used in that program. If you haven't, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.